Hello, I'm Carolyn Todd, and I have the pleasure of teaching your child English. This is my 8th year at MVMS, and I taught at the high school for 12 years prior to that. In my time teaching at the high school, I taught freshmen, juniors, and seniors, and I taught all 4 levels, so supported, College Prep 1, Honors, and AP. It's been really fun for me to come and work with 8th graders to get them ready for the high school experience. Matt Fox always says we have 360 days to turn them from elementary students into high school students, and I love my end of that job. Obviously, reading is a big part of what we do. So your child should always have an independent reading book that he or she's reading, something that they choose, they think they'll enjoy, a reasonable reading level. I sometimes give some parameters about, an award-winning book, or the next one's going to be a book about somebody whose life is fundamentally different from theirs. Right now, it's just free choice. And again, we're trying to really build that habit of reading. I tell them I want them to be millionaires. If you read just 20 minutes a day, you get exposed to 1.8 million words in a year. So if you can ask them what they're reading, maybe read a book along with them and encourage that, I would appreciate it. Writing is, before I get to writing, let me talk a little more about the reading we'll do together, actually. Short story unit, we're starting now. We will also read the classic To Kill a Mockingbird and the Holocaust Memoir Night this year. Now I get to talk about writing, which is what we've been focused on so far this year. They are finishing their book reviews. They're learning that real writing is rewriting. We went from ideas and organization to style to proofreading. So really working through that writing process, and we will do that with a variety of types of writing this year. And while I'm on that note, I just want to get your help in managing expectations as well. So far this year, almost all of our grades have been completion grades, but now we're getting to more assessments, so the book review and quizzes. And for me, I think the students are better served if they get candid feedback and they get to push themselves to develop as writers. And that's going to serve them better than an A+ on a transcript that no college is ever going to see. Now, they can certainly earn A's, but please also assure them a B is good. And people have gone on to live happy lives even if they get a C here and there. So I am more than happy to work with them and help them. My goal is to be challenging but reasonable. But again, I think they're much better served by pushing themselves on the writing, by stubbing their toe and navigating that stress while they're here in 8th grade. This is the time to learn how they do best. So when they get to high school and the colleges do see their transcripts, that they are really set for success. We also really work on developing self-advocacy this year. So again, when they get to high school, they already have their voice. So participating in class, asking questions, reaching out to me via email, setting up conferences. I've been having Zoom writing conferences, for example. So if somebody's feeling overwhelmed and stressed, good time to reach out. They just want a little feedback on writing, good time to reach out. And speak up and ask in class. I keep joking with them. I feel like I took them all hostages as I sit there in their masks. So the more they talk, the more they get to know each other, and I get to know them. The more fun and the more effective we'll be. Integrity, always a big issue. We've already had our librarian did a video lesson on plagiarism and how to avoid it, and really bringing home how they cheat themselves if they plagiarize or cheat. Academic honesty is always important, but I think the more they're doing online and remotely, the more tempting sometimes bad choices can be. You honestly see them on screens more than I do, so if you can just be part of that village to help them make good choices, it will, again, set them up for long-term success. If you need to reach me, email is the best way. Again, I just want to say that I'm enjoying getting to know your child, and thank you for trusting your child with me.